So this one is in English. Here is something that I will read. I will write it down and then I will read it. For those who don't know how to live, who told you that? That you don't know. So you would be told what to do, to teach you a lesson. This is under quotation marks. The child of God, the God's child. It doesn't mean that you are eternally for lessons and teaching lessons, you know. You see how you have been made to walk on thin ice with speech. A child doesn't mean a stupid one, disobedient one, to be rehabilitated unless you adjust to the rules that I give it to you. You expect obedience, a child's obedience from everybody. Well, I'm not your idea. And what will you do with me according to your needs? Look at those silly bastards. Does God have manners and invents new ones? You invent them, people, according to your selfishness. Invent a law, then invent the punishment for disobedience. Well, look at that. Like you are my God, so I'm supposed to be afraid of you. So how long am I supposed to be that child? And by whose rules I should behave? The emperor who is always hungry. He needs her servants to live for free. Well, I know jobs like that. I'm going to tell you something about those jobs. On the bosses, of course. Hocus-pocus! Here comes the European Union! And we live in it now. And my jobs are like this. Number 1, security firm. They have guards in those, the highest government institutions, ministries, some kind of government offices. Not all of them, but they do. No Christmas bonus, but you work every Christmas. Minimum wages or a few breadcrumbs more. And you should shut up, you motherfucker. In your contract, you have been, conditioned that you must shut up to your clients and only look for the boss, for what he says, you know, if something happens. And regularly, they don't do anything. When you complain, when there is a problem, they don't do nothing. You know, my boss, he got everything in written. He's not doing anything. I complained in writing. And look at this, that janitor, I'm talking about one fucking janitor that is bullshitting over every woman he sends, and my boss only sends women to this place, and the janitor is bullshitting, sexually harassing every woman out there, like he is some kind of emperor, you know. Well, the janitor knows my boss, you know. So everything that you do in writing to them, they don't do anything. And those government offices, let me tell you something about them too. when they sent one woman to the reception to be with me, to work basically, the first thing they told me is this: she was always a lazy bastard and everybody's whore. This is how she kept her job, of course. It goes something like this: whoever is like a piece of trash in Zagrebčanka. Zagrebčanka is one big business building. There are many great businesses that come from over there. So whoever is like a garbage for them, they send him to some kind of government office. Like, for example, I'll say, Croatian forestry or something like that. It is like a government office. And people call me on the phone from their small farms. They can barely feed their children. And then they finance through the taxes fools like that give jobs to each other. Yes, and even not even one cleaning lady is employed there, but she had to know somebody to get into there. You know, the fucking cleaning lady, like she has 616 colleges finished, you know. She's such a VIP person, you know. Hocus-pocus, the European Union, and we are in it. Where are my workers' rights? Where are my human rights? Where are my woman's rights? I'm supposed to be there and the second day of my work to listen to some fucking janitor telling me about his dick. And there is nobody to protect me. Who the hell is my lawyer? With minimum wages, European Union, la 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 la. And also this, my boss sent me people to the shift, you know. They were late for their jobs for like 2 hours. They were drunks. They were fools of every kind. And one of my colleagues told me that I am the best security officer that he has ever worked with in his life. But, you know, our boss didn't know that. He thought I was a stupid idiot, of course. And he will throw me in each and every place, to each and every place, like he feels like it. And my best friend is almighty. I'm supposed to be trying in my job so that you could fuck around with me like that. Well, if you don't appreciate what you've got, but you just look to take some advantages from me, you know, because I'm a worker here or something, then you deserve to lose it. You know, you don't appreciate, you lose it. So, let me tell you something. As long as your boss, you know, my boss has a boss too. So as long as this main one, the owner, how shall I say this, gives to Mio Gabric like 20,000 euros in charities, like, God has seen it, I'm so good. There is your salary for you. But I heard that you wanted to steal too. This is all wrong. Another thing. They framed me something. It hasn't been investigated at all. And that lying stupid boss gives me a resignation to sign, you know. And that was like an extra, you know, like he has too many workers. I don't know how you call it in your country. You know why? So that he could turn out to be a good man. But he is not good. I see it in his eyes. As if he's doing a favor to me. Yeah. The man is a lawyer basically, that does everything outside of the law. You know, he's looking for the loops and presents it, he knows how to do it, like everything is lawful. And then he makes you feel stupid. He doesn't make you feel stupid, he makes you as stupid so that he could feel powerful. Because you are a stupid cattle. He is not. This is what weak people do. And my best friend, he takes away your breath, not just your stupid, lousy job. And the story has something more. After all that, he calls me back to work again, which is, this is just a joke, you know, to make me a new contract. It's unbelievable. Those underestimating bastards of my intelligence, how far they would go to be terrible on the outside, and on the inside is a miserable git. Now, I've been told, of course, through the voice from my dream, I've been told he will call me back to work. And he did. And one day before, I dreamt this. I was in some kind of a hallway. It was some kind of cobwebs and some terrible feeling in a dream. And in this dream, I started to call God to help me, just to help me, I don't know. And I started to wake up. And that same moment, I heard this. When he, that means the boss, when he offers you cooperation, don't go. He will frame you something. And that day, when I woke up, that same day, few hours later, he sends me an SMS message with the same words. If you are interested for cooperation, I have a place for you in the ministry since January 1st. What the fuck? I listened to the voice from my dreams. I know that you will lose all your jobs within 4 weeks. And your sister is working also where you are. Isn't that so? Don't bullshit me about nepotism and things like that. You do it too. But here is the ex-policeman. Yes, he works in MOOP. MOOP is like a police in this country. Let me tell you one more story. I lived at a guy. He rented a place, you know. He was renting a small apartment. So I lived with that guy's apartment. He was teaching something at the police academy. And when I was leaving, there were some misunderstandings. It doesn't matter now what. But there were some misunderstandings. This is like some kind of a police disease, you know. They want to control everything. They want to make plans for your life and decide for you how it will be for you because he has that plan. No, I have my plan. So I told him this when I was leaving. And I'm interested to know, how can one cop build a house with 5 apartments? He also has a small bar, house at the seaside, drives a Mercedes, blah, 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 blah. It can't be all inheritance. Isn't that so? Boy, oh boy, he gave me that look. His eyes just popped. Yeah, let me know in the comments. American cops, how do you build a house? Not a wooden house, it's a brick house with 5 apartments. So this is how you get a job in MOP. So this is like a police station or place. I don't know how do you call it where you live. So this is how you get a job in MOP. Her mother died, so she inherited the job. This is how you work in MOP. My friends were buying an apartment. They came to see an apartment, and the woman who was selling, she's working in MOP, of course, in the police. And she told them some police business things, I don't know, that she shouldn't be mentioning. I mean, how stupid can you be? You work in the fucking police and I'm not gonna mention right now what it is. But you're really stupid, you know. This is how it goes in the police. My friend, it was about 10 years ago or something. My friend, before she got married to a guy who is inspector, she told me this. Oh, come on, that police. They're the biggest criminals of all. So they protect each other and they keep their mouths shut. Wow. When you need a security firm like that, then you can have it. Number 2. Seasons jobs. Oh, seasons jobs. They have nothing to do at the job center, you know. They're just a bunch of lazy bastards at the job center. They can only offer you go outside or go to the seaside. Fuck off. So number 2, this guy ended up in the ministry. Don't fuck with me. So you come there as a seasons worker, and there you have it that they pay you by the room that you clean, by the room. And you only do general cleanings. This is for 25 kuna. 25 kuna, this is like, I think it's about $5, for $5 fucking dollars. So when you divide this with the time that you work, your working hours, this is like 96 lousy cents an hour. What is this? Third world country? I mean, this guy who was supposed to be our boss, he didn't let us eat. And without money, you can't even go back home. It's unbelievable that he's doing this every fucking year. What the hell are you women putting up with an idiot like that who takes away your money? And, you know, it's perfectly legal. It is. We are in the European Union. La 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 la. You know, he's fucking around with women from Slavonia. And Slavonian women, Slavonian people, they don't have too many jobs. And he doesn't even give them food. European Union, la 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 la. This is why we were dying in the war, la 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 la. This is why we had buses full of blood, la 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 la. So that we can put up with this shit, huh? I bet you don't know what does it mean, a bus full of blood. In the Western Europe, they live in peace, la 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 la. This is allowed in the European Union. La 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 la. Fuck off. Number 3, a second season's job. Sorry, it's not plural. The wages, minimum wages, all kids 19, 20 years old around me. I can be their mother by the age, something like that. They weren't even born in my country, but they would give me commands how to live. What the fuck is that? And I'm supposed to work for you, for minimum wages. The lazy bastards won't even give me clean laundry, which is his job. So, in my age, I'm supposed to be their servant and a fool and an idiot, of course. For the general cleaning, this is how those kids work. Well, I just spray it with this pink thing for the limestone, and I wipe it with a dry cloth. Well, I'm not going to wash all this, am I? Ah, you don't know whom I called to save me from you. And you thought I'm stupid, huh? Didn't you? And you humiliated me like I don't know what you've been offering me. I just need a job, that's it. Plus, they slept over every day at work, and then they called me every day to help them, to be the help, because they can't. This is quotation mark, they can't. What do you mean they can't? They are late 45 minutes every fucking day. Get the fuck away from me, you bastard. Clean your own. Especially now, when this goes public. Go back to Austria, so you kiss your own people their asses, because you let it all happen. Bastard. Number 4. In 2005, I asked one Romanian woman, so what's it like for you now when you are in the European Union? What's it like for you? She told me this. People are starving to death. This is Europe, la 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 la. This is Europe, yeah! Number 5. There was a bookstore here. It's not the only one. They had maybe 5, 6 throughout the country. But there was a bookstore that it was the only one that sold foreign books in foreign languages. It failed, of course. Why? Because when people were ordering a book, they never sent them from the European Union that book. It's very seldom. First, they took all the best books for themselves in the Western countries, and we are a fucking trash. So they send us trash. We don't deserve. What knowledge? What knowledge? What books? And that's why over here nothing ever grows. And everybody wants money. Do you live without money in the Western Europe? No, you don't, motherfucker. Motherfucker, that's exactly who you are. European Union, la 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 la. European Union, la 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 la. You are trash. You are shit. You are inequality. And the plan of the Nazis that's been coming to life. That was the plan B. I lived in Germany. It was a very short period of time. But I knew there people about 80 years old. I heard lots of things. Lots of things. Nutella with 20 or 30% of nuts, hazelnuts, less for us. Because it's our market, huh? Why don't you eat your own shit? I don't want it. So, for the end, you Stay in your garbage. You will not get one glass of water from me, or a slice of bread when you need it. I called my father to exterminate you. And he came to show me how. His word will be heard.